Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera. Apa khabar para pelajar pada hari ini? Topik kita pada pagi ini ialah permainan kategori serangan bola keranjang. Bola keranjang ni sebenarnya kamu telah pelajari semasa kamu tingkatan 3 berkaitan dengan kemahiran asas, peraturan asas dan undang-undang. Jadi pada kali ini kita akan memfokuskan kepada strategi, iaitu strategi menyerang dan strategi bertahan. Kita tengok standard kandungan untuk topik kita pada kali ini. Sebelum kita pergi kepada strategi serangan, kita tengok beberapa kemahiran yang perlu ada untuk melakukan strategi serangan. Yang pertamanya ialah jab step, yang kedua crossover, dan yang ketiga kita imbas balik iaitu menjaring. Di sini saya kongsikan video tutorial dan kemahiran untuk jab step, crossover dan menjaring. Sama-sama kita tonton.
This is Ryan Rizuki here at the Hoop House with Dr. Dish Basketball. For this workout, we're going to be combining 3 different drills, all involving our jab steps. So we want to get into our jab, replace our feet, knock it down, our jab, shoot directly off of the wide stance, and then our jab and attack, one dribble pull. Putting all 3 of those together will allow you to be a lot more versatile as a player and get your shot off regardless of how the defense plays you. So to begin, we want to create this little bit of a reaction on this jab, right? If we don't get the space that we want or we don't get the reaction that we want, we can go ahead and jab again, or we can go ahead and just rip, because that defense is sitting in that stance. They're not reacting to my jab. So I'm here, jab and go. Take that one bounce and then rise straight into my shot. I want to make sure that I'm taking a 1-2 approach so I'm not wasting any movement. I don't want to be here into an extra hop on this one just because I want to rise and transfer my energy as quickly as possible. So I'm jab and go, one dribble, knock it down. If that defense ends up taking this one, what we'll do is on this drill, we'll practice and we'll make 5 right here. Don't miss 2 in a row. Then we'll go 1 jab and push to the other side. Same idea, make 5, don't miss 2 in a row. We're going to be working on our jab step, replace our feet, and knock down our shot. So with our jab step here, it's so important that we're able to shift our defense. We can either go at them or a little bit to the side, as long as we can create a reaction. That's going to be the most important thing. Often when players jab, the biggest mistake they make is they just kind of step here without really shifting their body weight. So I'm going to need to move that ball, really move my entire body over there. If you notice my left foot, it's going to be here on its side because I'm making sure that I take all my body weight over to the right side. I want to shift that defense and really move the ball. What I cannot do is slide this foot, and of course I cannot pick it up. So I want to go hard jab, really shift my body weight, balance myself, and then go straight into my jump shot. We're going to be working on a more advanced version of our jab shot, but this time we're not going to be bringing our foot back, so it's going to be a little tougher on the balance side. So with the defense crowding us, we want to be able to jab step towards them and create some separation. If I can get them to back up a little bit, obviously that's going to be the goal. However, sometimes when I jab and I bring my foot back, they also reset their stance, so I don't have a shot available. So what I'm looking to do here is take that little jab, create a bit of a reaction, and once they back up, I use that opportunity to take that shot. So I'm jab, my feet are wide, I'm low, and I lift from this stance instead of jabbing and coming back. It's a lot easier here in the mid-range to begin. Jab, lift, but once you get good enough at it, you can come back here and do the same thing, jab and lift. The smaller the jab, the better, just making sure that it's quick and you're able to create a reaction out of your defender.
In this video, you will learn how to do a basic crossover. The crossover dribble allows you to switch hands while dribbling to avoid your opponent. To do a good crossover, keep these 2 steps in mind: dribbling to switch hands and changing pace and direction. First, dribbling to switch hands. After an initial dribble, place your dominant hand on the outer side of the ball. Follow up with the crossover dribble by bouncing the ball in front of you, between your feet. Catch the ball with your other hand and keep dribbling. To To keep possession, your dribble must be strong and fast. Remember to keep the ball below knee level. Second, changing pace and direction. When doing crossover, you can also change direction to dodge your opponent. When changing direction, accelerate suddenly so that your opponent won't have time to react. You can also add a slight pause before the crossover to fake your opponent by slowing down slightly or straightening up a little. Even better, you can fake going right by exaggerating the movement of the ball and then go left. Remember, as always when dribbling, do not look at the ball. To practice, dribble from one end of the court to the other, performing crossovers every few dribbles. Over to you.
Shooting from a distance is a crucial ability for any basketball player. This iSport lesson will teach you how to take a basketball jump shot. The jump shot is the most common shot in basketball, allowing you to rise up over a defender for a good look at the basket before you shoot. You'll open up the entire court if you can knock down shots at a distance from the rim, making it one of the most critical basketball skills to possess. When shooting a jump shot, your legs provide most of the power. Your feet should be about shoulder width apart, and your dominant foot should be in front. This positioning will ensure you're balanced. Bend your knees and keep your eyes locked on the target. You don't want to have to find the basket, so make sure you keep your head up and your eyes focused on the hoop beforehand. As you crouch down, your dominant hand should be under the ball, and your off hand should be on the side of the ball. Your dominant elbow should be in line with your dominant hand, making your wrist and upper arm form an L shape, and your shoulders should be square to the basket. Your dominant hand basically does all of the work in this shot, while your offhand is used more for stability. You should never use two hands on a shot. You can't establish any rhythm or control with a two-handed shot. Jump off the ground, pushing the ball with your dominant hand. Release it off your fingertips as you reach the pinnacle of your jump. Never shoot with the palm of your hand. This will greatly reduce the amount of control you have on your shot. Instead, use your fingertips to control the ball. Follow through by waving goodbye to the ball. Once the ball is in the air, pursue your shot for a rebound in case you miss. At first, practice shooting close to the hoop. Move farther back as you become more comfortable. Your form from in close should be similar to your form from the three-point line, though you will likely need to use more leg strength to power the farther shot. Let's review. Your dominant hand does most of the work in the jump shot, while your offhand is only used to provide some balance. The hand and arm of your dominant hand should be in line. Don't shoot with both hands. Crouch down, then jump off the ground, shooting the ball at the top of your jump. Push the ball away with your dominant hand, making sure that your fingertips are in control of the ball.
Now this is a beginner progression for teaching kids how to shoot layups. Okay? Sam's going to start right here close to the basket. He's going to start with his right foot forward, left foot back. He's going to get low, so he's ready to explode. And he's going to take a step with his left foot, jump, and shoot the layup. Go ahead and go. Grab the ball, come back and do it again. Right foot forward, now extend up. All right, after they do that for a little bit, we'll add two more points of emphasis for them to work on. Now, one thing I'm a big believer on is that you finish with your eyes. So we always talk about keeping our chin up, eyes on the target through the finish. A second thing that you'll notice is a lot of players, when they shoot their layup, they have the ball here and they sweep it to the inside of their body before they shoot the layup. When I teach defense, I actually tell my defenders on the fast break, don't go high, especially if you're not a leaper. Aim for their hip pocket because most players will bring the ball back here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start the ball in our right hip pocket, and we're going to keep it on that side and focus on that. Now these layups can be done from both sides of the floor. So if you're doing it on the left side, come over here, Sam. Rather than start with his right foot forward, we would start with our left foot forward. The next progression is to add the dribble to the layup. So right now, Sam's around the three-point line. If we're working with the youth kids, we might start in closer to here. Now, just like on the first progression, we're going to start with our right foot forward. Okay, so he's got his right foot forward. He's going to take one dribble, then he's going to shoot the layup. Make sure to keep that in your right hip pocket, Sam. Nice. Go. And we do the same thing on the left side, too. Notice when he did on the left side, just like when he was in close, he started with his left foot forward. One more thing. Here is a review of the layup progressions. Progression 1 is a one-step layup with the footwork emphasis. For footwork emphasis, you could say right foot forward prior to shooting the right-handed layup, and left foot forward prior to shooting the left-handed layup. Progression 2 is the one-step layup with the eyes and hip pocket emphasis. Make sure that the players lock their eyes on the target and keep the ball on their outside hip to shield it from the defense. With progression 3, you can add the dribble to the layup. Remember to stick to these progressions because at younger ages, adding too much at once can lead to poor retention and poor execution. These beginner progressions will lead to more layups and more success for you and your team.
Kita pergi kepada strategi serangan. Bola keranjang ni merupakan permainan yang pantas, berintensiti tinggi dan perubahan formasi kerap berlaku berikutan pemain boleh bertukar masuk sepanjang masa. Jadi untuk strategi serangan kita fokuskan beberapa strategi iaitu pick and roll dan pass and go. Strategi pick and roll, kemahiran seperti jab step, crossover memang digunakan dalam strategi serangan ini. Strategi ini melibatkan dua pemain satu pasukan. Kerana setiap kali serangan perlu menghasilkan gol. Kita sama-sama tonton video ini. Seterusnya ialah strategi pass and go atau dikenali sebagai give and go. Sama-sama kita tonton video seterusnya.
In this video, you will learn how to do the give and go. It's a two-person play, which is the equivalent of a 1-2 in soccer. To improve your give and go, follow these two steps: passing to your teammate and getting free to shoot. First, passing the ball to your teammate. Player with the ball starts behind the three-point line, in line with the basket, or slightly off to one side. Their teammate stands out to the left or right of them, facing the basket. Throw a direct or bounce pass to your teammate when they are ready to receive the ball. Second, getting free from your mark. Run past the defender marking you, between them and your teammate, then sprint towards the basket. If you manage to get speed over your defender, your teammate will be able to pass the ball back to you. After your pass, if the defender prevents you from going towards the teammate you are passing to, sprint for the basket. But if the defender backs off to protect the basket, move away from them quickly in order to receive the ball in a wide position and try to shoot directly. The give and go can be performed at many situations and usually makes for an easy shooting opportunity. As soon as you pass the ball, cut and run toward the basket to try to get it back using the free space the defender isn't occupying. Over to you.
Seterusnya kita akan lihat strategi bertahan. Strategi bertahan ni sama penting dengan strategi menyerang. Jika pasukan kita mendapat jaringan yang banyak tetapi dalam masa yang sama bolos juga banyak, jadi ia menyukarkan kita untuk menang. Sebab itu strategi bertahan ini adalah untuk menggagalkan pihak lawan untuk melakukan jaringan. Strategi bertahan yang pertama ialah 1 lawan 1 atau man to man. Merupakan strategi pertahanan asas dalam permainan bola keranjang. Dalam strategi ini, pemain akan mengawal setiap seorang pemain pihak lawan, bergantung kepada posisi dan kedudukan bola. Kita tengok video man-to-man marking.
Okay, now we're going to look at the help side defense in the shell drill. All right, so first thing we're going to do is go ahead and start the pass over to the wing. Our defense is going to play dummy defense now. We're going to let it through, okay? Go ahead and throw it. Okay, so now everybody who's one pass away is still playing deny, and we got our man who's on the ball. Everybody who is 2 passes away or more, which is this guy's 2 passes away, he's 3 passes away. What we're going to do is cowboy up. We're going to point one finger at our man, one finger at the ball, and that's always going to put us in good help side position. Once again down here, one finger at the ball, one finger at his man. He's always in good help side position. Now, it's also important to understand that we want to come as far over as we can with still being able to get back in time for the skip pass. Okay? So let's keep with this drill. All right, everybody get in their position, cowboy up. We're also going to make sure that we're talking. Okay? If you're in help side, you should be yelling help. If you're denying, you should be yelling deny, which is 1 pass away. You should be yelling deny. If you're on the ball, you should be yelling I got ball, or ball, something. You need to talk to your teammates and make sure your teammates know what you're doing. Okay? So let's go the ball to the corner. All right. Now, good. You hear how we're talking now, everybody. Okay, so now we're going to have one finger on our man, one finger on the ball when we're 2 passes away, one finger on the ball, one finger on the man. When we're, in this case, 3 passes away, and one finger on the ball, one finger on the man when we're 4 passes away, okay? Once again, we're still as far away as we can be from our man with still being able to get back on a skip pass. Okay, let's go ahead and swing the ball up here. Good. Jump to your spots. Go ahead. Up top. Good. Explode to your spots. Explode. Good. Stay in help. Good. Swing it to the corner. Explode to your spots. Good. Swing it back to the top. Let's go quick. Move it. Help side. Good. Back to the corner. Good. Back to the top. Okay, that's it. Good job, guys. Good job. As you can see, you got to move very, very quickly in this. You got to jump to your spot or explode to your spot. Help side is a great way to help your teammate if they get beat.
Strategi seterusnya ialah strategi zone marking, di mana setiap pemain akan diberikan kepada setiap zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4 dan zone 5. Zone 4 dan zone 5 ini ialah zone yang agak kritikal kerana jaringan biasanya dilakukan dalam zone ini. Kelebihan strategi ini, pihak lawan susah nak tembus, terutamanya zone 4 dan zone 5. Tetapi kelemahannya kalau pihak lawan melakukan jaringan 3 mata dan melakukan fast break attack.
In this video, you will learn about the zone defense, which can be used as an alternative to man-to-man defense. To understand how to use zone defense, we'll look at these 3 points: the principle of zone defense, the advantages of zone defense, and its disadvantages. First, the principle of zone defense. In a zone defense, each player is responsible for defending a certain area of the court. The defenders move according to their position of the ball. As soon as a pass is made, a defender goes to mark the ball carrier and the others get back into position. Individually, each player applies the defensive principles explained in the videos defending against the ball handler, defending against a player without the ball, and defending the low post. There are several types of zone based on the original position of the players. For instance, in the 3-2 zone defense, you will find a line of 3 players along the 3-point line and a line of 2 players at the back of the key. Secondly, the advantages of zone defense. According to the defensive strategy, zone defense can be used to protect the key, with a high density of defenders along it. This type of defense makes it complicated to dribble towards the basket, and it can be useful among shorter players as well as making it easier to catch rebounds. Zone defense also enables your team to push forward quickly if you receive the ball, thanks to the players defending along the 3-point line. The weaker defense players are also less vulnerable than in man-to-man defense. thirdly, the disadvantages of zone defense. There are still some disadvantages to zone defense, as it leaves open space for strikers. If you're up against a team of sharpshooters, you may well concede a lot of points from long shots. It is also very open to defensive rebounds and can be tested when faced with an opponent who is particularly strong at breaking through the defense. This defense can also reveal weaknesses when facing a patient team with a good passing game. Zone defense requires good communication and excellent synchronization between the players, but when used well, it can be a very solid defense. Over to you.
Itu saja daripada saya. Sekian terima kasih. Jumpa lagi untuk video yang akan datang.